Happy 2022! Before we dive into these questions and the Q&A, I just want to thank all of you guys for an amazing 2021. I don't think that I would be where I am now without your guys' support. It's been amazing with the amount of attention that this series has gotten, and it was really unexpected from me because I did not know that it was actually going to get that much attention in such a short amount of time. But yeah, I when I was like, I don't know, I'd probably say about like 8, 9, I don't know, 16 now, so I don't remember when I first thought about it, but I watched a lot of ACS Racing Network's races, and that's what really got me into NASCAR. Not just NASCAR, but NASCAR stop motion. So that is where I started to do this thing, and then had a lot of different channels, and then this one was just the one that clicked and it sent up, and now we're on the 3rd season, almost halfway, basically halfway through the regular season of the 3rd season, and it's going really damn well. And just I don't think I would have gotten to this point without all of you guys and all of your support. So it is really appreciated, and I look forward to the future of the series and the channel. But how about we dive into these questions? Now, I am going to try to answer these questions to the best of my ability. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to be that clear. I am kind of terrible at explaining things. That's why trying to do how-to videos and all that are not my strong suit. But you know, we could try this and see how this goes. But the first question is from SMCS Racing Network, and he asks, how do you keep camera movement from messing up a photo or a series of photos? How do you personally keep that from being an issue? So, in the stop motion studio app that I have, there's a little option on the left side of the screen where on the screen you can, or on that like little slide bar, you can slide the little like circle thingy up and down, and it shows like a little ghost picture of the previous frame. So I try to match that as much as I can while keeping the cars in focus and in the same spot that they were in the previous frame, and do that while I keep moving them, and then eventually it looks like that. Second question from the man asks, do you plan on doing any other series? If so, what? Also, do you plan on going to any races next year? So, about the races, and if I'm going to be going to them, I do want to go to the LA Clash at the Coliseum. The only problem with that is that I live up in the mountains in California, so essentially the snow is going to be a bit of a BY, if you will, and that might send some trouble our way when we're trying to just make it down our driveway. But yeah, I really do hope that I'm going to be able to go. I really hope that the snow clears up in February and it doesn't snow at all around the time where we would have to, you know, go to the race. And then as for the other series, I don't really plan to do any other series anytime soon, but if it does like come to a time where I don't really want to do too many NASCAR stuff and I just want to take a break from it, I do probably try something like IndyCar. I do know that I do have a couple IndyCars from like 2018 to 19. I even have this. I honestly don't know how to pronounce his last name. To be honest, it gets me every time. But yeah, I got Simon's 2019 IndyCar win right here. So it's a little dusty right here. Come on, man. I mean, it has been sitting up there for a while, so. But yeah, I do think that I would do like an Indy Series race or racing series. If not like a series or a season, probably just a race or two. I feel like that's what I would do, like an expedition race. I know Miss Craft has been doing that with the trucks. So Yeah, I think I would probably like do something like that with like IndyCar and all that. Like maybe build like an Indianapolis Motor Speedway and like do an Indy 500. I feel like that would be pretty cool to do. Next question from Austin DeLuca. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But he asked, "What are your plans for the Gen 7? Will you wait to get all of them, or do seasons with Gen 6 cars until then?" So, about the Gen 7. What I do plan to do is that once my third season has ended, I will be taking quite a bit big of a break because I guarantee you that season 3 probably won't be done until like the 2-year anniversary of the season. It's season, my bad, the channel. But yeah, if that is the case, then I'm definitely going to be taking a huge break from stop motions because, oh my god, have I been doing this for quite a while with hardly any breaks. At the times that I have been taking breaks, they've only lasted for about like a month to 2 months, and that was it. But still like a pretty decent break. But then you get back onto it, and you're just grinding back and forth, and it's just like it doesn't stop. But yeah, with the Gen 7, I think while I'm taking that break would actually be a perfect time to wait for the Gen 7 cars to come in and all that. And once I get one of every single paint scheme for every single driver or number, that is when I will decide to start working on season number 4. So hopefully that won't be too long or too short, because it would be really cool to like have like a Gen 7 series. Next question from CST31 Racing Network. He's got 5 questions, 5 individual questions, and you know what? I think I'm gonna speed right through this. What's your favorite custom car? My favorite custom car? I honestly have no idea. To be honest, I would say that. Ooh, man, that's a tough one. I would probably say that the NOS 36 car that was first ran during the Nebraska Roval. Sorry, not Roval, Oval. I feel like that is probably my favorite custom car that I have made. But do I somewhat collect Disney cars? Yes, I do. You guys have seen a few of them in some of the previous races, most notably the Seattle and Watkins Glen race. They have been making little tiny appearances in like the garage area. But yeah, and then his third question for me, favorite paint scheme for my top 5 favorite active drivers. I would say Chase Elliott would be Adrenaline Shock, Alex Bowman, Ally Primary, William Byron, I would say his Exalted car, Ryan Blaney, I gotta say his Strawberry Banana body armor car that he ran at the Coke Zero 400 last year, or by last year I mean 2020. But and then for Kyle Larson, I gotta say his Valvoline car, the one he won Nashville and Bristol with. And number 4, his fourth question is favorite meme that I have made. I gotta say that the housekeeping meme from the Coda race is probably one of my favorites that I've made. And then his 5th and final question is opinion on Ty Dillon. I'll be honest, I like him. He's a good driver, sometimes, but other times, he comes in out of nowhere and shocks the world. And then he goes back to being in 30th, unfortunately. But hey, I'm excited for him to be racing with GMS and Richard Petty. So, yeah. I hope he and Eric Jones are going to be getting some really good chances at victories. That or just consistent runs in the top 15 or top 10. I feel like that'd be amazing for both of them. Next question from Rodney Productions is, what is my favorite race that I have ever filmed? That is a bit of a tough one, I will say. I'll be 100% honest here. It's gotta be a tie, but it's definitely gonna be a tie between the Napa 400 at the Nebraska Roval, and that is obviously going to be tied with the Season 2 finale. I feel like those two races were incredible races. They were a ton of fun to film. The wrecks in them were very, very fun to film as well. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a tie between the Napa 400 for season number 3 and the finale for season number 2. I feel like those two races were pretty fun to film, and I love how they both turned out. So, yeah. Next question from Enzo Productions 2020. What inspired you to start a stop motion series? So when I was like, say like just under like 10 or something, I don't know if I was like 8 or 9 or something like that, I don't know exactly how long ago this was, but I did watch a ton, and when I mean a ton, I mean a ton of ACS Racing Network's videos on his stop motion series, and you know, little old me said, you know what, I want to do that. So I tried to do it. First time I did it, it was an eh. It was an eh. I kind of yoinked my mom's camera, but you know, it was an eh. But yeah, I think that was like back in like 2014. I started out with my mom's camera on a toy train tunnel, strapped in, on a cardboard Daytona that was probably the right size for a Las Vegas, and I filmed on that. Austin Dillon won the 500. I don't know why I chose that, but I chose Austin Dillon to win the 500. Back in 2014, which I technically predicted Austin Dillon winning the 500. Nick Kamach asks, how many different diecasts do you use in one season? That's a question that I don't think I'm gonna be able to answer at all, because if you're gonna be counting the damage diecast, that is at least one per race, except for Watkins Glen this season and a few season number 1, maybe 1 or 2 in season number 2. I'm not exactly sure, but the amount of diecasts that I go through in one season, I think I would go insane just trying to figure out how to answer that, or trying to keep track of it. Jack's Cup Series asks, what is your favorite diecast that you own? Well, I have it right here in front of me, and it is Eric Jones's 2021 Armor All paint scheme. This, I honestly love this paint scheme. I don't think I don't think I have ever loved orange on a car more. Like, this car is honestly beautiful. I love it. Mario Cup Series 27 asks, as a fan since about 50 subs, thank you for being here for so long, what gives you the most motivation to make stop motions? I gotta say that it's the support that I get from all of the previous videos and races, because if I know that you guys love how it's going, and you guys love the production quality, I guess you could say, and just the quality of the races, and if they're entertaining or not, I feel like that is what the main motivation is for me. But mostly because I like what and also because I like doing this, because this is probably one of my favorite things to do, is to do NASCAR stop motion. 1, animation, 2, NASCAR, 2 of my favorite things right there are rolled up into one, and then content creation thrown in there for some extra kicks. 00 Cup Series asks, can you do a NASCAR collection video? It's gonna be a lot of footage. That's gonna be a lot of footage and not enough space in the hard drive, my friend. I personally don't think that that is going to work out properly, because I have quite too many diecasts. I feel like the video would be about like 2 hours long. I'll be honest with you, 2 hours long, with possibly 3 hours of footage for a collection video. Oh no, man, we still got a ton of questions left to do. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. Crazy Man asks, who's your favorite driver and what's your favorite paint schemes from your favorite driver? I wonder who my favorite driver is. I wonder who it is. I truly wonder. I truly wonder who it is. I mean, it could. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I mean, it really could be anyone. I mean, it could be Joey Logano. It could be Kyle Busch. Be Denny Hamlin. I mean, I simply just don't know. It's a question that I ask myself every day. I always wonder sometimes if I even have a favorite driver. But, you know, one day it'll click. One day I'll find it. One day I'll figure out who it is. But you know, as of right now, it's as of right now, it's a mystery. I honestly don't know what to tell you, man. It's a mystery. God, now I gotta put all this back. Son of a... If you couldn't tell, Chase Elliott's my favorite driver. And my favorite paint scheme from him, paint schemes, I would say, would be his Adrenaline Shock, Kelly Blue Book paint scheme, and probably say like his 2021 Napa car, to be honest. Anyways, the next question is from Skill7, and he asks, thoughts on door number being moved further? It's starting to grow on me, just a wee bit, but some of the paint schemes that I've seen are actually really damn good looking. Most of the some of the other paint schemes that I've seen with the numbers being moved forward look horrendously stupid. But yeah, I mean, I really don't like how most of them don't even use most of the door space at all. Like, it's just a blank canvas where you could have put so many different, like, either designs or logos, whatever you wanted to use. I don't know. LunaFan111 asks, who's your favorite driver and what's your favorite team in NASCAR? Oh, we're doing this again, huh? Well, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, my favorite team in NASCAR is gonna have to be Hendrick Motorsports. And before y'all start saying, "Oh, bias," he's making Hendrick win 4 in a row or 3 in a row, or it was 3 in a row. Like, first of all, it's my favorite. It's my favorite team. I gotta at least have them have some sort of success, and I'm allowed to have them have a breakout season in the 3rd season. All right. I mean, sure, Chase Elliott was a championship contender with his teammate Alex Bowman, but hey, neither of them won the championship. In fact, Kevin Harvick won the championship, and honestly, he's probably one of my least favorite drivers. And this is before the incident at Bristol. Okay, he was one of my least favorite drivers before the incident at Bristol. Just wanted to make that clear. But yeah, I feel like if Chase Elliott wasn't my favorite driver, it would be Alex Bowman. It's a really close tie between the two. Jimmy Johnson was probably slightly more of a favorite for me over Chase Elliott until he retired, and then Alex Bowman took over that spot, and I've learned to really like Alex Bowman. So as of right now, Alex Bowman and Chase Elliott are practically tied for my favorite driver, but yeah. Fusion Racing asks, what are your plans for Season 4? I talked about this in earlier in the video, and I said that after season number 3, I'm going to be taking a break, and during that break, I will be waiting for the next gen cars to be rolling in through the mailbox, and hopefully, once I get one of each number or driver, that is when I will decide to film season number 4. But until then, Season number 3 is going to be the last season for a while, because with Lionel and their releases, it's going to be taking about 50 years just to get one next-gen car in the mail, but we'll see how things go. HDCS Racing Network asks, favorite paint scheme in 2021? Another question that technically has already been answered, but I will answer it here again, and it is Eric Jones's 2021 Armorall paint scheme that he ran in the Daytona 500. I feel like this paint scheme is going to have to be tied with Chase Elliott's Adrenaline Shot car. Actually, we can go get that right now. But yeah, I feel like these two paint schemes right here are going to have to be my favorite paint schemes of 2021. Mostly because of the colors and the design of the paint schemes. They both look beautiful. They just give off the Mamma Mia kiss, or whatever you want to call it. Soph, he asks, or he or she, don't really know the gender. They asked, can the championship race be at either Phoenix or Charlotte? Unfortunately, I can't. I don't want to change the championship race date anymore, because I already changed it from Texas to Gateway. And second, I've already done the championship race at Phoenix, and third, Charlotte, I feel like could actually be the championship race at a different season than the one I have now. The championship race is going to be at Gateway, and I don't think I'm going to be changing it. But for season number 4, Charlotte doesn't sound too bad of a suggestion, but we'll see how things go, and we'll see if it sticks around or not. But yeah, thank you for the suggestion though. Next question from Stop and Race asks, how long does it take to make your stop motion races? It takes quite a long time sometimes. Sometimes it would take about a month to film it fully and then get it edited and all that. But the shortest amount of time that it is taking me to film a race, edit it, and get it ready for post is 3 days. You can see why I want to take a break. But yeah, the shortest amount of time would be 3 days. The longest amount of time would be a month. And as of right now, Bristol has taken me about 2 weeks to film. In fact, I've barely gotten 4 laps done, and I've been taking a break from it, and I haven't touched it in about like a week, I would say. But yeah, eventually I'm gonna start getting to film on that again, and once I do get that filmed and edited, that's definitely gonna be being put out. So yeah, and then after that, I think I might take a bit of a smaller break, just trying to get all the motivation back in me. I've just been playing a lot of Minecraft with a lot of my friends lately, so that's really just what I've been doing. So yeah. Next question from Adidas Racing League is, what is your favorite NASCAR track? All series? So I would say that my favorite track in the NASCAR series, or the NASCAR racing sport, I guess you could say, it's gonna be a tie between Bristol and Martinsville. Those two racetracks have some of the best racing that I have ever seen, to be honest with you. Of course, except for like the dirt racing and all that. Those races are insane. But yeah, I feel like Bristol and Martinsville are going to be my favorite tracks. But that's my favorite short tracks. If we're gonna be talking about intermediates or 1.5 miles, I gotta say Homestead is gonna be my favorite, and Las Vegas too, because not only because I've been there and all that, but because the racing there used to be incredible. Yeah, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to go to one of the 2 Las Vegas races in 2022, and maybe see the next gen cars in action with that new horsepower package. We're going 670, baby. Let's go. Alright, we got about 6 questions left, so let's get these through because I don't want to make this video too long. But we got a question from Bowman Fan Sussy. But they ask, how long have you been running your YouTube channel? I've been running this channel ever since the year 2020 on the date of July 27th. 5 days after my birthday. So yeah. I've been running this channel for about a year, almost a year and a half now. And as of tomorrow, the first Charlotte race I ever put out, the Coca-Cola 600, the first Coca-Cola 600 I ever put out, that's about to be a year old. I remember filming that race. Why did time fly so fast? NASCAR fan 9_5 asks, do you have any tips on NASCAR stop motion or stop motion? If I were to give a tip on stop motion, I would say just to be creative and do what you think is the best for the project, video, or whatever it is that you are making. And patience is definitely something that you would need a lot of if you're going to be diving down into stop motion, and a lot of time. Be sure that you have quite a lot of time to spare if you're going to choose to do stop motion, and take breaks every now and then. Don't just grind out constantly and then end up being burnt out and not do anything for like half a year. But yeah, just do you, and do what you think is going to be best for the video, and be creative with what you are making. NASCAR Scarp Cup Series asks, how many seasons you gonna do? I don't know, to be honest. I think what I'm going to do, as of right now, of course, I only have 3 seasons, and the third one is still ongoing. But what I think is going to go down is, I think I'm going to go until I just want to take a break from NASCAR. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to do it until I feel like I need a break from it. And as of right now, I feel like 10 seasons would be something to like cap off the series and all that, because I feel like although 10 seasons sounds like a lot, it definitely is a lot, but I feel like if I were to do 10 seasons, it would be fun. It would be a fun journey, basically, is what I'm saying. Next question from Interstate Batteries Cup Series asks, why did you call the AAPCS the AAPCS? It's because the name of the series is the Advanced Auto Parts Cup Series. A for Advanced, A for Auto, P for Parts, C for Cup, S for Series. Put them together, what do you get? AAPCS. And then you put Racing Network at the end of that. Boom, you got this channel right there. But you know, I don't mind it. I mean, it's a really cool title, honestly. And a lot of people like calling me Double A, so I feel like that's pretty cool. Double A Battery Cup Series. It's kind of reminiscent of the Double E Cup Series too, so I feel like it's a cool thing to have. All right, well, second to last question. Sorry, not second to last, third to last. Landon Benolt, I think that's how you pronounce. What do I edit on? I edit on an app called CapCut, but I could do a tutorial on it, but I'm not good at explaining things or how-to videos at all. So, I mean, I would do it, but it'd be too long. The video would be too long, and I don't think it would be too good for explaining at all. But sorry, Amy Reedy. I think I just butchered the hell out of that, but maybe not. But they ask, do I like? I'll be honest, I don't really like memes that much. And then the final question of the video and the day is from Bryce's Sports and Plushies. He asks, what color is your hair? Tis magenta, as of right now. It was supposed to be purple, but it went to magenta for some reason. Anyways, thank you guys so much for your questions. I would just want to thank all of you for an amazing 2021, and here is to a better 2022. So, yeah, it's been a really fun ride for this past year and a half. Can't wait to see how this channel grows even more in the future. And thank you all for your continued support. Happy 2022. 2021 was a wild ride. And 2022 might even be a wilder ride than 2021. Anyways, cheers. Here's to a better 2022. See you guys in the next video. That was a mistake. Oh, God.